56 years minus 10 years in the military.
Also, you traveled around.
Yeah.
What is one memory you remember of Hawaii as a child?
One memory I have as a child.
That's like that you remember being in the environment, like the beauty of Hawaii, like that kind of describes Hawaii.
I remember camping with my family at what they used to call Nazca. People call it Kanaha now, where they got parks. Back in the old days, only had trees and beach. And we used to just go over there and camp. You could spend the whole weekend and catch fish and stay there and nobody bother you. And plenty fish, good views, peaceful.
How has this like spot or Nazca changed over time, like to you or today? Like, would you go there now to camp and fish, or would you rather go to other spots?
I wish I could go there now to camp and fish, but we cannot anymore because they turned it into a county park and there's so many people now that it's controlled. We cannot just go when we want anymore. It's too crowded, too many different things, windsurfing, kiteboarding, not as many fish, in fact almost no fish anymore. Just cannot anymore.
What was the issue that you think caused the reason for the environment to decline so bad in Kanaha?
I think progress, or what they call progress, and then the popularity of ocean sports like windsurfing, and it just turned it into somebody else's playground. And what used to be our, not just our playground, but where we used to go to be happy, they turned it into a playground to make money. And then things like that, and then overfishing too. Too many people catching fish because they can catch fish instead of just feeding their families. They sell their fish and then not leaving anything else for the next generation. Yeah, it just ruined it.
Do you think that tourism was a reason for this, or do you think that it was just local customs, or gradually modernization changed over time?
At Kanaha, not so much tourism as just exploitation of the area for sports, but every place else, Wailea, Kaanapali, all the other places we used to go camping when I was a kid, yeah, they developed it and they created Disneyland for people from other places in the world, and then we couldn't go anymore. They'd lock us off the beaches, cannot park, cannot camp. So that took away all the places that we used to go to be happy. So yeah, tourism definitely contributed to that.
So you would say that because over time tourism and modernization in Hawaii has made the land more or less accessible. It's made it more like private, that like you have to go during certain times, like what's it called, like a store.
Yeah, tourism definitely contributed to the slow degradation of the land and resources. Local people's access to the ocean definitely contributed to all that. But at the same time, they sold us tourism as an economic opportunity for people to get jobs and feed the families. People send their kids to college because they work in the visitor industry. People buy homes because they get jobs in the visitor industry. So it's kind of like, you know, a curse. Or, you know, they made it so that they took away our happiness, but they made it so that that's where we have to work in order to survive.
So yeah, would you rather live back then, where there's less jobs, less money in this tourism industry, but able to go to the beach more often, more private, or would you rather be nowadays where you can say buy your own land instead of have private land and have all this money, but have less accessible to the spots you want to go to and kind of beach?
It would be hard to compare the times between back then and now. I mean, back then we definitely didn't need as much money. We were happy just being able to spend weekends as a family, and you know, most parents only had to work one job to pay for the rent or the mortgage, whatever. And it would definitely be nice to live back in the simpler times when you didn't, you know, like even today, just you gotta pay just for having cell phone anymore. Back in the old days, never have phones, you never need them. But now, part of your work, you gotta worry about paying for your cell phone bill. And then back then, you know, didn't need it. It was so much more simpler. So no, I'd rather go back to the old days, the old ways. But as long as we had the fish and the land to eat from.
So yeah, as long as we never overuse the environment.
Yeah, as long as
Technology's not that much.
if I could go back in time, I would make it so that the local people, even the Hawaiians had a government that they could control who moved over here and who built and who took stuff from the ocean and the sea, so that we always made sure that we had something for us. But I've never have such thing as jobs or a dollar. As long as we had fish to get from the sea, as long as we had, you know, land, clean land to grow crops on, we could survive. But today, cannot anymore.
Do you think there's the state of Hawaii can go for this sustainable development, or do you think that it's kind of too late, or do you think the state can't do anything anymore and the people of Hawaii gotta start standing up for the environment?
I think it's never too late to try and go back to a sustainable lifestyle, but I think too many of us are caught up, even Native Hawaiians, plenty of us caught up in this rat race where, you know, we rather drive our Toyota Tacoma than you know, than give that all up and live the kind of lifestyle that we used to live. We all stuck in this system anymore, and now we get so many influence from the outside. People that move over here, you know, they don't have the same values that we had when I was growing up as a kid. So hard to convince them to go back to the old styles when they brought California with them, and they're trying to duplicate what they had over here. You know, some of them nice people, but you know, the values at the core is totally different. So it would be hard to go back to that kind of lifestyle. And as far as the government is concerned, until we get recognized as a legitimate Hawaiian nation with the right leaders in place that can lead us back to this, you know, this kind of sustainable lifestyle, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna get too much fights.